Hello, 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 everyone. Good afternoon. I decided to schedule this just a few minutes late because I actually had to go and take a breather. So, as you see, day one of this challenge has started, and I am here to share with you just one tidbit. For those of you who don't know me, meeting me for the first time, it's Hillary. Hi, how are you doing? The marketing mom. I am a social media digital marketing strategist, and I help moms start to create their own lifestyle business. And when I say lifestyle, I mean you're a mom, you got your kids to take care of, and you want a business, and you got to create it from home, right? You can't be going out to 8 to 4. So if that's you, resonates with you, you know how to hit me up, send me a message, drop a message in the comments below. But today I'm so fired up from day one's challenge, from day one's training. Just got off it. It went over a little over an hour, but there were so many powerful things. But one of the things that I wanted to come and share was what if you're trying to become that freedom maker, if you're trying to create freedom for your business. I just want to share with you, there were a lot of tips shared, but I want to share with you 5 of those tips that was shared at the end of the session, right? And this was just one part of the session. There were many other things inside of there that I had like about 5 pages of notes. Okay. But one of the things that I thought just needed to be shared, right? Because from a perspective of whether you feel you're alone, whether you feel like you're not where you're supposed to be, there are things that are going to hold you back, right? And there are things that you're going to think that you should be doing to create freedom in your life. But these are things that you absolutely want to stop doing. Okay. And the reality is, if I'll share a little bit, is that there are many of these things that I've done. All right. And if you are out there trying to build your business, trying to build your freedom, trying to break free of a 9 to 5, 8 to 4, you need to stop doing these 5 things. I'm only sharing 5. There were at least 7 or 8 things, but I'm only sharing 5. All right. And this may seem obvious. It may seem like common sense, but as we've seen in the world today, common sense is not so common. Okay. All right. And I'm not judging, but as we've seen, sometimes the things that are most obvious are the things that are missed. Okay. So the first thing, if you are trying to create freedom, you gotta stop overthinking things. All right. I am guilty of that because I am this process person. So when I have an idea, I want to sit down and try and process it out and map it out and do this and do that, and just overthinking and overthinking and overthinking instead of getting into action. Right? We get into that, right? So that's one of the things that you want to stop doing. Stop overthinking. It's not, it's not rocket science. Okay. You just get out there and there are just specific steps that you have to follow. Okay. The next thing is stop trying to plan so far ahead. And that goes along with the overthinking, because as an engineer, as a planner, as a project manager, that's kind of like what I was cultured into. You got to plan ahead. Where's your 5 year plan and your 10 year plan? And everybody keeps talking to you about your plan, so that you spend more time planning than actually do it. Okay. So, want to create freedom, stop overthinking it, and stop planning so far ahead. It's like you got to start to think in it. If you're somebody who likes to plan 10 years in advance, um, think about what happened at the end of 2019. All right. That's what I think about. Like, yes, you've got to have an overall vision, but if you were planning to do certain activities in 2020, you very well know that 90% of those things have been thrown out the window, and now you've got to do different things. All right. It's as simple as that. So stop overthinking everything and stop trying to plan so way in advance that you spend all your time planning, all your time thinking, and you never get into action. Now, this hit me like a bullet because there are many different things in your life that you are probably wanting to do differently to the status quo. And that's because you're different. One of the things that you got to stop doing is taking advice from non freedom makers. Okay. If you're a business person, or you're a business owner, or you're an entrepreneur, you're not going to take advice from a person who has a clock card in their right pocket. Okay? It just doesn't make sense. They're not like you. And this is going to sound harsh. Stop taking advice from the normal people. If you are an entrepreneur, get advice from entrepreneurs. The person who looks at you and says, "Why are you doing this?" is not the person to get your business advice from. The person who's looking at you and saying, "Why did you leave your job? Don't you think you would have been in a better place if you didn't leave your job X number of years ago?" That's not the person to listen to. They are not freedom makers. They are not entrepreneurs. And therefore, you don't need to take advice from them. All right? Find the people, find the communities that are going to assist you in moving your business forward. You may actually have to disengage from a lot of people. And if you truly value your freedom, you truly value your business, you truly value yourself and what you want to do and leave a legacy for your children, for generations to come, you're not going to care about what the normal person says. Okay? You're not. The fourth thing is stop making excuses. Okay? And I'm talking specifically about stop making excuses if you have no time or money. Okay? Entrepreneurs are resourceful people. I remember, when people started seeing that you needed to do webinars, I was just like, but I can't afford webinar software. A wonderful friend of mine, entrepreneur, remember, not a normal person, a fellow entrepreneur said, "Well, you don't need a webinar system. You already have a website and you've got this thing called Google Hangouts at the time." This is how far along, this is how way behind, it's like long time, right? All you got to do is embed your Google Hangouts on your website and boom, you got your webinar. You got an email list, right? You got an autoresponder. Entrepreneurs tend to think very resourcefully and use what they have to get the job done. So if you want to create freedom and you want to change your life and do things differently, then what you got to do is stop making the excuse of, "I don't have time, I don't have money, I don't have this, I don't have that." No, start becoming resourceful. Every entrepreneur I know does it. They don't make excuses, they find solutions. All right? Time, yes, it's a precious thing. As a mom, trust me, if you get 5 minutes by yourself in the toilet, it's like you're lucky. Okay, as mothers, we know that, all right? But even as mom, you could find 10 minutes to do a Facebook Live. You could find 30 minutes to write out a blog post. You could find maybe 10 minutes to chat with a couple of people who may be interested in learning what you're learning. Whatever the case may be, you cannot use that excuse of, "I have no time or no resources," because entrepreneurs are the most resourceful people. All right. And I think I will go a step further. Mothers are even more resourceful than entrepreneurs. So if you're a mompreneur, you got it set. You got it set. You know how to get things out of literally nothing. All right. And the last thing you want to stop doing, all right, if you're trying to create that freedom for yourself, is stop doing nothing. All right. Effectively, you've got to take action. Nothing happens until somebody does something. Nothing happens until somebody does something. And you have to do the first thing. You have to give, you've got to share, you've got to do, let's just put a full stop there. You've got to do in order for something to happen in your business, in order for you to take the first step towards creating your freedom. You can't sit down and think and plan and listen to all the naysayers. No. If you do all of that, then you are not a freedom maker. You are not interested at all in being an entrepreneur. All right. And I'm not saying it's not going to be easy, because one of the biggest things I think is not listening to the normal people. All right. Or why you don't just go and get a job? Why you just don't go and sell something simple, right? Why you have to be so complicated? Why, right? Don't listen to the whys. You get into a community that tells you how, tells you what, tells you when, and you start answering those questions and getting into the action of doing, all right? I hope today has served you. It's Monday. It's not a motivational Monday, but today was day one, and I needed to share these with you because as freedom makers, sometimes we hold ourselves back. We hold ourselves back. We tell ourselves we're not worth it. Um, we got so many things to do and we're just over processing and overthinking. We say, okay, good. So I have the idea now. Let's plan it out. And you spend 2 years planning it out. And then you wonder why you haven't made a dime in your business because you never took any action. Right. And then you get into a slum because you've not taken any action. You have no results. You get into the slum, and then all the naysayers start talking, the normal people, right? The normal people that tell you, well, why you don't go and get a job, right? No, just over broke. That's what a job is, just over broke. Okay? Get out there, stop overthinking, stop over planning, stop listening to other people, all right, except those that helping you move forward in your business. Stop creating excuses for yourself. You have the time for what you value. If you value NCIS on a Tuesday night at 8 p.m., you would make the time like I did 7 years ago. It was on my calendar. Okay. I don't watch TV anymore. It's amazing, right? It's amazing. I don't watch TV. I don't have that time to waste watching television. I've got a legacy to build and I've got actions to take. And I want you to take those actions today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great one, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.